Hello everybody, I'm Thrice Will. Doing a video tonight by request from a follower on Twitter he sent me earlier this month. I meant to have it out a lot sooner, but I've had some technical issues. Basically, I'll be covering a video from a Dr. Daniel Lopez Rosita, an Argentina physician who is, I guess, ER and specialties in the heart. He did this 5-minute lecture or video for TEDx that covers broken heart syndrome, or as he called it, broken heart attack. So we're going to get into this. I'm going to debunk it as we go. I know it sounds strange, somebody who's not a medical professional, but any cursory statistics and searching one can do with the internet can disprove this guy's claims pretty quickly. But I'm going to go through it, and if you agree, awesome. If not, maybe I can change your mind. So let's get into this. So everybody, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let the video play. It's 5 minutes and 11 seconds, and then I will make the counterpoint to what the good doctor here has to say. So let's roll the footage.
Buenas tardes. La sociedad es machista y la medicina también. Primero, ¿de qué mueren las mujeres? Cuando uno pregunta de qué mueren las mujeres, la gente va a decir, en general, hombres y mujeres, de enfermedades ginecológicas. Cáncer de mama, cuello de útero, ovario. No es así. Las mujeres mueren de infarto. Desde el año 2007 para acá, la primera causa de muerte en la mujer es de infarto agudo de miocardio. La sociedad sigue pensando que el que muere de infarto es el hombre. No es así. Cambió. ¿Por qué? Dos motivos. El primero, la mujer en la vida actual tiene toda la tarea que tenía antes. Trabaja en la casa, los chicos, la familia, estar bien, el colegio, todo. Más salir a trabajar, la actividad de estudiar, tiene una doble imposición, mucho más que el hombre. Eso se llama estrés femenino. Segundo, la mujer fuma. Las tabacaleras tuvieron éxito. Desarrollan aterosclerosis más rápidamente y ambas causas, estrés femenino y cigarrillo, determinan que la mujer tenga más infarto que el hombre. Segundo punto, dolor cardíaco. El dolor de ataque cardíaco, de infarto agudo de miocardio, es un dolor típico de pecho intenso, retroesternal, en el hueso del medio del tórax, en la zona de distribución de la corbata, como si fuera masculino, intenso, opresivo, que irradia, se traslada a otro lado, raíz de cuello, hombro izquierdo, brazo izquierdo, antebrazo izquierdo, estos dos dedos, boca del estómago, espalda, acompañado de náuseas, vómitos, sensación de malestar general, sensación de hipotensión arterial, sudoración. Ese es el dolor típico del hombre. La mujer tiene un dolor distinto. Doctor, me duele un poquito el pecho, pero se me va. A veces transpiro, subo las escaleras y tengo taquicardia y estoy nerviosa y me duele el pecho, entonces los médicos en una guardia le dan un ansiolítico porque puede ser nervios. Ayer me dolió, doctor, ¿y qué pasó? No, me dolía, pero fui a buscar a los chicos al colegio y se me fue yendo. Poco tiempo después, muerte súbita, infarto agudo de miocardio. ¿Por qué? Porque el dolor femenino es distinto al masculino. 2. 3. Síndrome de corazón roto, broken heart, disquinesia apical idiopática, miocardiopatía por estrés o enfermedad de Takotsubo. ¿Qué es? Es un paciente que ingresa a la guardia, que va a unidad de terapia intensiva o unidad coronaria y presenta un cuadro clínico típico de infarto agudo de miocardio, electrocardiograma de infarto agudo de miocardio, análisis de sangre de infarto agudo de miocardio, estudios complementarios de infarto agudo de miocardio y muchas veces agregado un cuadro clínico de insuficiencia cardíaca y cursa con una mortalidad del 5 al 7%. Estudiamos las arterias coronarias con una coronariografía y vemos que están sanas. No fue un infarto, fue una pérdida de función cardiológica súbita, como un agotamiento súbito. El 95% de estos pacientes son mujeres. Cuando uno interroga, descubre que una semana antes, varias semanas antes o algunos meses antes, tuvieron un fuerte dolor emocional, como anticipando el dolor cardíaco. Broken heart o enfermedad del corazón roto. La muerte de un familiar querido, un hijo, una separación matrimonial, un desaire amoroso. El 95% de estos pacientes son mujeres. Les voy a mostrar una foto mía. Vale la pena porque es de hace 59 años. Pero esto no es más que un pretexto para mostrar una foto de ella, mi mamá, que me dio la vida, me crió, me educó, falleció hace un mes y un día me dijo: Dani, nunca le faltes el respeto a una mujer. Gracias.
First off, to start with such a generalization that medicine and society is sexist is partially correct, but not in the sense that he's meaning. Yes, in some third world countries and some other areas of the world, sexism against women still exists. However, in the major mass areas such as the first world, that's not the case. Second of all, nobody thinks men die more often of heart attack. That's statistically been proven false for the last about 15 years now. So the good doctor is a little behind the times on his statistical data. To here with women smoke. Probably, but not all. And also, yes, women do have household chores, as do men. So his plea here is, in my opinion, a plea to emotion to try to paint this pre-existing or this preemptive picture before he sells you his line of bullshit about, oh, how women are so misunderstood and how misrepresented. That's a damn lie. Yet again, another inaccurate assertion. He talks about how women have more stress than men do and therefore have more heart attacks than men do, and that's inaccurate. Until recently, the number one killer for men has been heart disease due to higher stress levels from work and higher physical demand. Now that women are moving up in the world, we're seeing more and more women develop heart disease and stress-related illnesses such as heart disease. So for him to say that women have it more than men do, hands down, period, the end, is a bold-faced fucking lie, and I'm starting to question this man's credentials. The next point he makes is about acute myocardial infarction or heart attack and how men experience it different than women. And then he adds some hypothetical story of a woman complaining about her chest hurting, but also having sweats and other pains and everything that go along with heart disease. And the quote-unquote night doctor from his story then just gives her some tranquilizers because he believes it's nerves because, women are emotional creatures. Okay, this is such a fallacy that I don't even know where to begin. This guy is about to give me a fucking heart attack just trying to explain his sexism. Honestly, this is dumbfounding. As an MRA, I'm offended on women's behalf because this guy is making a lot of feminist points just because he's trying to be a white knight. What the fuck? The realm of broken heart syndrome. The good doctor will have you believe that 95% of patients that suffer from broken heart syndrome are women, and it's fatal. This couldn't be farther from the fucking truth. Yes, it does tend to predominantly strike post-menopausal women who have suffered some form of high-level stress or anxiety or something to trigger that state of emotions. Now, broken heart syndrome has a lot of similarities to a heart attack, but it's just a stress induced that narrows the blood vessels and reduces the blood flow through the heart, which simulates a heart attack. Now, studies have come out here recently that show that men, premenopausal women, are just as much at risk as postmenopausal women are for this. It doesn't matter gender, it's about the amount of stress that's applied to the person and how that person takes it. Usually the early symptoms and signs are that equal to that of a heart attack. And most people nowadays don't take heart attacks lightly, and then usually within the first signs they take their ibuprofen or whatever, Tylenol, and they go to a fucking doctor where they run all the cardio exams and see that they're having something similar. Whether you can contribute that to actual heart disease or this broken heart syndrome is up for debate. I had sent off an email to the CDC to try to get more information on broken heart syndrome, but they never responded. So I am left with what I could find from the Mayo Clinic. Finally, the good doctor continues to go on perpetuating the 95%, 95%. There's not a statistical number on it. Trends show that it does seem to affect women more than men, but more and more data is showing that that's not necessarily true. There's not a set number. So where he's pulling this percentage is probably somewhere between his brain and his ass. However, I'm not going to make the assumption like he did on where exactly it came from. Now, he ends this video with another plea of emotion, with showing a photo of himself as a child, and then showing a photo of his mother, who passed away a month before the recording of this lecture or whatever. Now, granted, heart goes out to him. A loss of a loved one can be tragic and is always heart-wrenching. However, to turn this into a topic for him to try to play this don't disrespect women, when all I have seen is him more or less victimize and continue this ideology that women are victims, just infuriates me and just goes to prove that this guy is a fucking nut bar who's grieving and is just floundering in his own emotions and is just attempting to try to get some grasp of what he's going on in his head. But, like I said, I will post the statistics and everything as I've found. Heart disease, standard heart disease, is the number one killer in Argentina. Ischemic heart disease, which I'm probably butchering that term, or coronary artery disease is the #1 killer in Argentina from 2005 and 2016. Second, that dropped from second to third in that time span is cerebrovascular disease, also known as the stroke. Now, mind you, this is for Argentina, where this doctor resides and where he practices. The second most killer and most cause of premature death is lower respiratory infection. #1 is still ischemic heart disease. So him to try to put broken heart syndrome anywhere on this list when it's not even proven to be fatal like a classic arterial heart disease is just mind-boggling. I mean, he's getting me stuttering. I'm just that mind blown on where this guy is making his assertions. So I think I'm going to end it there before I have a cerebrovascular disease. So if you like this video and you want to see more, please send me some ideas. Like, follow, subscribe. If you disagree with me, post it in the comments, and we can have a dialogue about it. We'll go over my data. I'll post some of the links in the description, and most of it should already be dated with the screenshots I took. But as always, this has just been my humble perspective.